Cigars are often associated with tradition, craftsmanship, and luxury, but behind every premium hand-rolled cigar is a long, highly controlled manufacturing journey that begins years before the cigar is ever lit. What appears to be a simple roll of tobacco leaves is actually the final result of agricultural science, fermentation chemistry, humidity control, skilled hand labor, and strict quality standards refined over centuries. From sun-grown fields to curing barns, from fermentation rooms to rolling tables, every stage plays a critical role in shaping a cigar's flavor, aroma, burn, and draw. And today on the How Factory, we're going inside cigar factories to see exactly how cigars are made. From raw tobacco leaf to finished premium hand-rolled cigars ready for humidors around the world. The process begins in the tobacco fields, where cigar tobacco is grown very differently from cigarette tobacco. Premium cigars require whole leaves with strong structure, rich oils, and complex flavor compounds. Seeds are planted in carefully prepared soil, often under specific sunlight conditions depending on the leaf's intended use. Some tobacco is grown in open sun to develop thick, robust leaves, while other plants are grown under shade cloth to produce thinner, smoother wrapper leaves. Farmers monitor soil nutrients, rainfall, pests, and plant spacing closely throughout the growing season. As the plants mature, leaves are harvested by hand in stages, starting from the bottom of the plant and moving upward over several weeks. Each leaf position produces different characteristics which later affect flavor and strength. Once harvested, tobacco leaves are transported to curing barns, where one of the most important transformations begins. Fresh tobacco leaves are green and full of moisture, making them unsuitable for smoking. In the curing barns, leaves are hung on wooden poles and allowed to dry slowly over several weeks. Airflow, humidity, and temperature are carefully controlled to allow chlorophyll to break down naturally. As curing progresses, leaves turn from green to yellow to various shades of brown. This step removes most of the leaf's moisture while preserving essential oils. Improper curing can ruin an entire crop, so constant monitoring is essential. After curing, the leaves are far from finished. They must undergo fermentation, a complex chemical process that develops flavor and reduces harsh compounds. Fermentation begins when cured leaves are bundled into large stacks called Pilones. These stacks generate natural heat as residual sugars and compounds break down inside the leaf. Workers monitor internal temperatures constantly because excessive heat can destroy flavor and oils. When temperatures rise too high, the Pilones are dismantled and rebuilt to redistribute heat evenly. This fermentation process can last months or even years depending on the type of tobacco and desired flavor profile. Over time, ammonia and bitterness are reduced while aroma and smoothness develop. Once fermentation is complete, the tobacco is sorted and aged. Leaves are classified by size, texture, color, and position on the plant. Wrapper leaves, the outermost layer of a cigar, must be large, smooth, and visually flawless. Binder leaves provide structure, while filler leaves create the cigar's core and determine much of its flavor and strength. After sorting, the leaves are packed into bales and moved to aging rooms. Aging allows flavors to mellow and deepen further. Some premium cigars use tobacco aged for 5, 10, or even more years before rolling ever begins. When tobacco is ready for production, it enters the factory environment. Before handling, leaves are rehydrated. Aging dries the leaves significantly, so controlled humidity is reintroduced to make them flexible and workable. This is done using humidified rooms or misting systems that slowly restore moisture without damaging the leaf. The goal is to make the tobacco pliable enough to roll without tearing. Next comes leaf preparation. Filler leaves are stripped of their central stem, which is too thick and rigid for rolling. This process is done by hand or with simple tools. Wrapper and binder leaves may also have stems partially removed, depending on the rolling style. The prepared leaves are stacked and organized at rolling stations, ready for assembly. The heart of cigar production is the rolling floor, where skilled artisans known as Torcedores transform loose leaves into finished cigars. Unlike mass-produced cigarettes, premium cigars are rolled entirely by hand. Each torcedor follows precise techniques passed down through generations. The process begins with forming the filler. Several filler leaves are selected and arranged in a specific order and orientation. This arrangement determines airflow, burn rate, and flavor balance. The filler is gently bunched together, ensuring there are no tight spots that could restrict draw. Once the filler is formed, it is wrapped in a binder leaf. The binder holds the filler together and gives the cigar its basic shape. The binder is rolled tightly but evenly, creating a firm yet flexible cylinder. At this stage, the cigar is known as a bunch. The bunch is placed into a wooden mold that shapes it to consistent dimensions. Molds are closed and stacked, allowing the cigar to rest and take shape over time. During this period, the cigars may be rotated to ensure even shaping. After molding, the cigar moves to the final wrapping stage. The wrapper leaf is the most visible and delicate part of the cigar. Torcedores carefully select wrapper leaves that match in color and texture. The wrapper is applied with smooth, continuous motions, wrapping the leaf around the cigar in a spiral. The tension must be perfect. Too loose and the cigar will burn unevenly. Too tight and it will draw poorly. The head of the cigar is finished with a cap, cut from excess wrapper leaf, and secured using natural vegetable-based adhesive. Once rolled, cigars undergo initial inspection. Workers check for uniform size, shape, firmness, and appearance. Any cigars with visible flaws are corrected or removed. The cigars are then placed in aging rooms to rest. This post-rolling aging period allows moisture levels to equalize and flavors to marry. Resting can last several weeks to several months depending on the cigar. Quality control intensifies during and after aging. Cigars are weighed, measured, and tested for draw resistance using specialized machines that measure airflow. Consistent draw is critical for a good smoking experience. Some cigars are also test smoked by trained tasters to evaluate flavor, aroma, and burn. These tasters ensure the cigars meet brand standards before they reach consumers. After quality approval, cigars move to finishing. This includes applying cigar bands to the decorative paper rings that identify brand and style. Bands are placed by hand to avoid damaging the wrapper. The cigars are then sorted again by color shade at a process known as color grading. Premium cigars within the same box are matched closely in appearance for visual consistency. Packaging is the final stage. Cigars are placed into wooden boxes or bundles, often made from cedar, which helps regulate humidity and enhance aroma. Boxes are labeled with product information, origin, and batch details. The packaged cigars are then stored in climate-controlled warehouses to maintain ideal humidity levels. Improper storage can dry out cigars or cause mold, so conditions are monitored continuously. Behind the scenes, cigar factories operate under strict environmental controls. Temperature and humidity are carefully regulated in every room. Workers follow handling procedures designed to protect delicate tobacco leaves. Even small changes in climate can affect the final product, so factories are designed to maintain stability year-round. Sustainability also plays a role in modern cigar production. Tobacco waste is minimized and often composted. Water used in processing is carefully managed. Many producers work closely with farms to promote responsible land use and long-term soil health. Because premium cigars rely on natural materials and long timelines, sustainability is essential for the industry's future. What makes cigar manufacturing remarkable is the balance between agriculture, chemistry, and human skill. Tobacco leaves grown under specific conditions must be transformed slowly through curing and fermentation, then shaped entirely by hand with consistency and precision. Unlike automated food or consumer goods factories, cigar production depends heavily on experienced artisans whose hands determine the final quality. From seed to soil, from curing barns to fermentation piles, from rolling tables to aging rooms, every premium cigar carries years of work and generations of knowledge. Each cigar is not just a product, but the result of patience, environmental control, and craftsmanship refined over time. And that is exactly how cigars are grown, cured, fermented, aged, hand-rolled, tested, boxed, and prepared for enjoyment. A meticulous journey from raw tobacco leaf to premium hand-rolled cigar. Thanks for watching The How Factory, where we reveal how the world really works. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us again for more deep dives into the machines, materials, and processes behind iconic products.